Men over 40, listen closely. You may think your daily release is harmless, even healthy. But what if I told you that your body keeps score in ways you can't see? Every climax, every rush of dopamine, every moment of satisfaction has a ripple effect far beyond the bedroom. From hormone balance to prostate health, from energy levels to emotional stability, your body reacts. And as a urologist who's spent over 2 decades studying men's health, I've seen what most men never realize until it's too late. I'm Dr. Vera Sterling, and this is what really happens when you ejaculate every day. The hidden biology of daily ejaculation. For most men, ejaculation is a natural and frequent part of life, often associated with pleasure, stress relief, and emotional release. But few truly understand what happens inside the male body when this becomes a daily habit, particularly beyond the age of 40. The body's relationship with ejaculation is deeply hormonal, neurological, and metabolic. And the balance between benefit and harm depends on one crucial word: moderation. When ejaculation occurs, the body initiates a cascade of biochemical reactions. Dopamine, the pleasure molecule, spikes sharply, creating a sense of satisfaction and reward. This rush is short-lived, however, and is quickly followed by a surge of prolactin, a hormone that suppresses sexual desire and induces temporary fatigue. In younger men, this balance resets swiftly, but as men age, the recovery process slows. Daily ejaculation means the body never fully restores its baseline, leaving energy, mood, and focus subtly drained over time. From a urological perspective, this has deeper implications. The prostate gland, a small walnut-shaped organ responsible for producing seminal fluid, plays a central role in this process. Every ejaculation forces the prostate to contract and empty, which at first glance seems beneficial, even protective. Indeed, moderate ejaculation can reduce the risk of stagnation within the prostate and may lower the long-term risk of inflammation or infection. But when the frequency becomes excessive, the gland is constantly active, never fully resting. Over time, this can lead to low-grade irritation, congestion, and hormonal imbalance, especially when compounded by poor hydration, stress, or low testosterone. The male body operates on finely tuned hormonal rhythms. Testosterone levels, for instance, naturally peak in the morning and gradually decline throughout the day. Frequent ejaculation disrupts this rhythm by persistently lowering testosterone's effective availability. Each release uses up small amounts of zinc, magnesium, and other essential micronutrients required for sperm production and hormonal balance. While the body replenishes these reserves, daily depletion creates a subtle but cumulative deficit, often reflected in reduced stamina, mental fog, or a quiet decline in libido. At the neurological level, frequent ejaculation influences the brain's reward circuitry. The same dopamine-driven pathways that govern sexual pleasure also regulate motivation, focus, and discipline. Over time, daily ejaculation can dull dopamine sensitivity, meaning that everyday activities, work, exercise, or even intimacy with a partner may feel less rewarding. This neurological adaptation, known as desensitization, can lead to cycles of craving and fatigue, similar in pattern to other reward-seeking behaviors. Emotionally, many men describe a paradox. They engage in daily ejaculation for stress relief, yet over time, they feel more anxious, more restless, and less emotionally stable. This is because the post-ejaculatory phase triggers the parasympathetic nervous system, often called the rest and digest mode. While beneficial in moderation, overactivation of this system can leave men feeling chronically lethargic or unmotivated, particularly when testosterone is not adequately replenished. As Dr. Vera Sterling, I often tell my patients that ejaculation is neither inherently good nor bad. It is the frequency and context that determine its impact. For a healthy, balanced man in his 20s, daily release might not pose much risk. But after 40, when testosterone begins to decline naturally and cellular repair slows, the same habit can have cumulative consequences. The prostate becomes more sensitive, the body's recovery slower, and the emotional balance more fragile. By midlife, the body demands a different kind of attention, one rooted not in routine pleasure, but in sustainable vitality. Ejaculating daily may feel harmless, even necessary, but in truth, it can silently drain the reserves that men over 40 need most: energy, hormonal stability, and focus. In the next part, we'll explore the other side of this story: the benefits and potential health advantages of controlled ejaculation, what scientific studies actually show, and how to find the balance that protects your prostate, preserves your energy, and supports long-term male health. To be continued in Part 2, The Hidden Benefits of Control, Finding Your Ideal Rhythm. Men over 40, it's time to face a truth most never hear until the damage is done. Every release might feel like a harmless act of pleasure, but deep inside, your body is keeping track. Your hormones, your prostate, your energy, and even your drive for life. I'm Dr. Vera Sterling, a urologist who spent years helping men reclaim their vitality. And in Part 2, I'll reveal what science really says about ejaculation frequency and how control, not excess, is the key to lasting strength, balance, and confidence. The hidden benefits of control. Finding your ideal rhythm when it comes to male health. Control is not repression, it is intelligence. The ability to understand, respect, and manage your body's natural rhythms is one of the greatest tools for preserving vitality after 40. In this stage of life, the body is no longer in endless production mode. Testosterone declines gradually, muscle recovery slows, and the prostate becomes more reactive to hormonal fluctuations. Ejaculation, while natural, becomes a variable that must be managed with awareness, not merely indulged without thought. Moderation in ejaculation can produce profound physiological benefits. Studies suggest that men who ejaculate moderately, roughly 2 to 4 times a week, experience better hormonal balance, improved mood, and even enhanced prostate health. The reason lies in how the endocrine system stabilizes itself when given adequate recovery time. After ejaculation, testosterone temporarily dips and then rebounds. Allowing a day or two between releases gives the Leydig cells in the testes the time they need to regenerate and maintain strong hormonal signaling. This recovery period also supports better sperm quality, energy levels, and mood regulation. Men who maintain balance often report improved focus, deeper sleep, and a steadier emotional state. Their dopamine receptors remain more sensitive, meaning they derive greater satisfaction not only from sexual intimacy, but also from everyday experiences. This heightened sense of vitality is not mystical. It's biological harmony restored through rhythm and restraint. From a urological standpoint, the prostate benefits most from consistency and moderation. Infrequent ejaculation, going several weeks or months without release, can lead to congestion, creating a breeding ground for inflammation or even bacterial growth. On the other hand, excessive daily ejaculation can cause repetitive strain and swelling, especially in men already experiencing benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH, a common condition after age 50. The sweet spot lies in balance, enough activity to keep the gland flushed and healthy, but not so much that it's constantly overworked. Psychologically, restraint cultivates something often overlooked in modern health discussions: self-regulation. Men who learn to space their releases intentionally often describe a sense of regained control over their thoughts, desires, and focus. This is partly due to stabilized dopamine levels, but also because the act of conscious restraint rewires the brain's reward system. Over time, this leads to heightened confidence, emotional resilience, and improved connection with one's partner. Dr. Vera Sterling emphasizes that the goal is not abstinence, it is awareness. Every man's ideal frequency will vary depending on his health, stress levels, and hormonal profile. For some, 3 times per week is optimal. For others, once every 5 to 7 days maintains peak energy and mood. The key is to listen to the body's feedback. Fatigue after intimacy, reduced drive, or brain fog may indicate that the current pattern is too frequent. Conversely, irritability or pelvic tension might signal the need for more release. Nutrition and lifestyle play a vital role in this equation. Ejaculation draws upon the body's mineral stores, particularly zinc, a crucial element for testosterone synthesis and immune strength. Ensuring adequate zinc intake through foods like pumpkin seeds, oysters, and lean meat can help replenish what's lost. Hydration, sleep, and regular exercise further support hormonal balance and prostate function. Perhaps the most profound change comes not from the act itself, but from the shift in mindset it inspires. When men begin to see ejaculation as a physiological event, not merely a moment of pleasure, they unlock a deeper understanding of their health. They become more attuned to the signals of fatigue, stress, and imbalance. And with that awareness comes power, the power to make choices that preserve vitality well into later life. As a urologist, I've witnessed men in their 60s regain the energy they thought they'd lost forever, simply by adopting a mindful rhythm of sexual health. By allowing their bodies to rest, rebuild, and recover between releases, they reawakened the hormonal harmony of their younger years. Their confidence returned. Their focus sharpened. Their emotional stability deepened. The truth is simple. Daily ejaculation is not inherently dangerous, but it is rarely optimal. The body thrives on balance, not repetition. When men learn to respect this rhythm, they protect not only their prostate and testosterone, but also the essence of their masculinity, the drive to live with purpose, strength, and clarity. So if you're a man over 40, ask yourself, are you living in alignment with your biology or against it? Awareness, moderation, and care are the true foundations of lasting male health. I'm Dr. Vera Sterling, and remember, your strength doesn't come from constant release. It comes from control, balance, and the quiet power of knowing your body.